Okay, here I am live at Challenge 22 here in Winter Garden, and we got the Crooked Can Brewery and American Legion are hosting this great event. A lot of veterans are coming out, and would you know, I ran into a World War II veteran, Gilbert Wagonheimer. Sorry about that, sir. World War II veteran. He's from Pattons, 3rd Infantry. So I want Wilbur, Armored Infantry, right? Can't miss that. Armored Infantry.
Not infantry.
Armored Division. Yeah, it's Pattons, 3rd Army, World War II, Thunderbolt. And he's going to explain a little bit about his experience and just tell a little bit about yourself, Gilbert, like what branch, and just explain a little bit how you got in the service and a little bit about yourself. And speak loud, okay?
I went into the service in November 1942. I was assigned to the 11th Armored Division, Louisiana.
Yeah.
I was assigned to the 42nd Tank Battalion, and which is part of the 11th Armored Division, which contained armored infantry, armored air, armored field
artillery.
Yes. Armored reconnaissance, and such. I got my basic training in a tank and learned all the
maneuvers and everything, right?
Of it, yes.
And they cut you loose in what, 1944? Tell me about 1944.
Well, in 1940, as I said, in 1942, we went to maneuvers in California and Tennessee, and then we were shipped to England at the end of '43. Stayed in England. In June of 1944 is when there was D-Day.
Yes.
And we...
June 6th, wasn't it?
June 6th of 44.
Right.
And we were in England at that time. In December of 44, we were ordered, landed in France, and our first assignment was to guard the Neuse River. And we spent several weeks there, and in the meantime, the Germans had made an all-out offense into from Germany into
the hills of France. Was it more like in the wilderness over there? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That's okay.
But tell me, how was the morale when you in June 1944? Was the morale of the troops?
Well, we were just doing their maneuvers. Practicing whatever we had to do. Our tanks, we broke down into two combat commands, Combat A and Combat B, and we theoretically fought each other.
Practice,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, in December '44, we landed in France. D-Day was December June 44.
Yeah.
As we got into France, we discovered 100 GIs that had been killed and lined up and killed. We that was from D-Day. I forgot the.
Yeah. So the Germans didn't play by the rules, did they?
No, they did not.
They were ruthless, and they assassinated those 100.
And we happened at that time capture a SS officer. Well, I don't think I want to say what happened on the air.
Yes.
But he eventually died.
Payback. All right.
I won't tell you how.
Okay.
And we shipped him back on a supply truck to the rear, and that way we had orders to join Pattons' 3rd Army, and we had a forced march. It took 4 days for our tanks to reach Belgium. At that point, we were considered part of the Belgium Battle of the Bulge.
Right.
Yeah.
Battle of the Bulge.
When we reached Belgium, it was heavy snows, so knowing with tanks going through the mud and so forth, it was pretty good, pretty bad.
Yeah.
But as as it were, got everything together, and as I said, we fought the Germans, and I think we took a big part in destroying them.
Yeah, so you held your ground in the Battle of the Bulge. So was the German run out of gasoline? Is that pretty much what happened to those tanks? I remember in the movies they showed them like run out of gas.
You mean the Germans?
Yeah, the Germans kind of ran out of gas.
It could have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know they were starving for the longest time. They were, on very small rations, and they didn't take care of their soldiers as well. And a lot of them thought they were just going to be out there to die. Eventually, die from the American GIs. We're going to get them eventually someday.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you're a part of the Pattons Third Army.
So after Belgium, we went into Germany, and we fought our way down south, and it was quite battles. We lost companies, we lost a lot of people, but we also captured maybe 10,000 Germans along the way.
Oh my goodness!
And
nice.
We managed to get down to the end of Germany. At that time, the big powers wanted Russia to take over the Austria. General Patton hated the Russians,
right.
So he ordered us into Austria, where we fought quite a bit and lost a lot of people. But along the way, one of our reconnaissance companies was doing reconnaissance, and they were along the road, and all of a sudden a white Jeep was approaching them with white flags flowing, and there were 2 or 3 people. They happened to be the commander of a concentration camp,
Right.
and the purpose was they didn't want to be captured by the Russians, so they gave up to us. So in the meantime, when we heard that, the reconnaissance went down, followed the road where they said it, and we came across a concentration camp. It was called Mauthausen Concentration Camp. Eventually, our troops ended down there. We were still fighting in Linz, Austria. But anyway, I went in after we had went into the concentration camp. I had an opportunity to talk to some of the survivors.
What did that?
I'm of the Jewish faith, and so I was able to speak with some of the survivors. In fact, one asked me if I would send a letter to a relative in Chicago telling them that he's alive.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which I did.
Great.
But it was quite an ordeal.
Yeah, pretty
when
sad.
we reached the camp, we saw piles of shoes, bodies.
Yes. Ruthless. German
Ruthless
ruthless
operation.
Yes.
And then I suppose we were given another assignment just to hold the ground. And eventually, the end of 44, I was out of the service.
Oh, good for you. You survived the Battle of the Bulge. Thank you so much for telling your story, sir. And just being a part of Patton's Third Army. Thunderbolt was the name of your army, the battalion?
Of our division.
Division was called Thunderbolt.
Yes.
And just looking at the stripes of World War II, that was just amazing. And there's your tank. See, I'm a ground pounder, so I was on the ground.
Yeah.
So I was like walking next to your tank, and that's what I'd be doing if I was.
Well, we had
unit.
Armored infantry.
Yes.
That walked behind.
Right. Yeah, I'd walk behind your tank, right?
And we had armored field artillery.
Yes.
Armored air. We had several planes and so forth.
So how did it feel when you came home? When we came back home on American soil, how did that make you feel?
Wonderful. But I want to tell you that I needed some group therapy
Yeah.
for all the things I've seen.
Yes.
I haven't told you much of what I've seen. So,
yes.
But
The SS story is pretty good, though. I like the SS story.
I eventually got into
the SS officer.
To civilian life.
Yes.
And I went from there.
You've had a good life. You look great at 97.
Yes.
So is today like your birthday? Around the corner is your birthday? Tomorrow's your birthday.
Tomorrow's your birthday.
90s. What a great day to celebrate.
Also, I have a great grandchild.
Right.
Who was born on the same day.
Wow.
So we're going to celebrate.
Maverick.
Yeah, Maverick. What a great name, huh? Maverick. Okay, great. So you're from the Jewish faith. You said you're Wagonheimer faith.
Yes.
So that was great for you to go and just experience that and help another Jewish family.
Oh, yes.
That must have made you feel so good inside to do that, to help that family from Chicago.
And of course, they told me stories of what happened.
Yeah.
But
Another day you tell that story. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show, Wilbert, and we honor the World War II generation. You know, we follow behind what you guys did. We know that everyone in your generation, they were either in the Army or they were in the service or they were helping with the planes, the whole generation. That's why we're so proud of you guys, because everyone had something to do with the war, right? Where now it's not just a handful, it's only maybe 3%. But you guys, 90% of America was involved with World War II, and I'm just proud to have you on the show. I'm so glad I ran into you.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And we're incredibly proud of him also.
Okay, and then we got his family right here. Going to
Very
introduce
proud.
his family.
Very
Go to
proud.
introduce yourself and say a few words. Go ahead.
I'm Marlene. I'm the daughter-in-law.
Yes, okay.
And I'm Phil, the son. And I want
And
to
we're
say
both
that,
very
that
proud.
Gilbert's daughter-in-law actually is more of a daughter than a daughter-in-law.
Right,
so
yes.
She's amazing, and they have such a close relationship.
Well, how was it when your dad came back from World War II? Was that
Well, he
He
wasn't.
wasn't born. He wasn't around. He got busy after the
I
war.
was born in 1952, so he had been married a couple years to my mom,
Okay,
and they
yeah.
were just settling down in the Washington, D.C. area. And my dad actually spent 40 years in one job, which doesn't happen
no,
now.
it doesn't happen
No,
anymore.
no.
He was in charge of the treasury for a supermarket called Giant Food, the largest
Oh, yeah,
supermarket
right,
chain in the
right.
Washington, D.C. area.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
did that until his retirement.
Right.
And to this day, he is out walking and playing golf and doing all kinds of things. He stays
Yes,
very active.
and I think he's drinking beer. Isn't that a beer tab?
No. Once in a while, a little wine.
Once in a while.
Once in a while, a little
Wow,
wine.
he's a unique
But he
fabric.
likes his chocolate every night.
Yeah,
A little bit of chocolate every night.
unique, just a great fabric of our American history right here in front of me. I'm shaking his hand right now. Once again, Gilbert Wagonheimer from World War II, the Battle of the Bulge. How's that, audience, huh? How's that one, huh? All right, thank you again. We'll be coming on live here in a very few. We're going to keep going with the show, and stay tuned. Bye now. Okay, here I am live at the charity challenge, the 22 challenge here, and I got closer to the bar. We're in front of Crooked Can right now, and I'm with Joe Marcagiani, and he is a district national for the American Legion Riders, and he's doing a noble thing. He's trying to get the wall to come to the city of Kissimmee, and he's with his posse here as well. So, Joe, tell me about what your goal is to get the wall. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You're in the Army, you're a ground pounder like myself, and you served, and you're a Vietnam veteran. You came in right at the tail end. And can you tell us a little bit about that, Joe?
Well, I'm a Vietnam era veteran. I didn't go to Nam. I was Cold War. Actually, I'm a Cold War veteran. And I enlisted in 74, got out in 94, and I am trying to get the Vietnam Memorial rolling wall, movable wall, traveling wall, that's what it is, traveling wall, to Kissimmee for Armed Forces Day in 2019 or 2020.
And you got a great post 10, right over there on that lake. What's that lake?
Toho Topeka Gala. What is it? Is this a test or what?
Lake Tahoe. Okay. Lake Tahoe. Yeah, it's a beautiful lake. Beautiful Legion there. You got a good spot. I see no reason why the wall, any resistance there, Joe. So we're going to get talking to the right people. You know, we got some PGR people out there. And we also got Joe's posse here. We got Rodney. Rodney's a Vietnam veteran era. And then we have Ed. He's also a Gulf War veteran era here as well. So we're just kind of brotherhood. We're sharing some stories right here. But we're trying to get the wall to come out. So what's your game plan? What's your strategy, Joe, to get the wall to come out to the city of Kissimmee?
Well, my strategy is first to find out if they can get there in 2019 and or 2020, either and or year. I'll take it both years, actually, if I can get it. And then to go out and find sponsorship to foot the bill, which can be overwhelming for some, but we should be able to handle it and get the wall in there for Armed Forces Day.
And what day is Armed Forces Day, Joe? Yeah, we're going to test you. Yep. Yeah, May 18th. May is a big month, too. It is one of those months, you got Memorial Day, you got Armed Forces Day, and I think there's a birthday in there, too.
Armed Forces Day, Memorial Day, Flag Day is a week later. Armed Forces Day is May 18th.
May 18th. We're going to get the wall May 18th to the city of Kissimmee with Joe, and he's got quite the vest. He's got a proud vest he wears, and Vietnam veteran. Rodney's got a proud vest. He's a sergeant of arms, so I'm with really some patriots right here, and we're here just enjoying this great event in the downtown Winter Garden. I mean, this place is second annual, and we'll be here every year because it's just going all night long. It's been going since 1. They did a 2.2-mile ruck march through the city, which is great idea. So a lot of exposure. Everyone was with their ruck. I was a little late. I missed it. I got my ruck, though. But we're going to stick around for a little bit longer and just get some more interviews and just have a great brotherhood with these soldiers, these veterans out here, and just having a good time. All right, signing out right now, Sergeant Dave.
All right, it's that time. We got to take care of our sponsors. And all you fit veterans in the audience, I need you to get down and give me 22 everyday push-ups for the soldiers tomorrow, the veterans that will be, sadly enough, will take their lives. So get down and give me 22 everyday push-ups.
You're listening to the Spark Radio Network, internet radio like you've never heard before. Innovation, creativity, and imagination are all set to begin with a spark. So fasten your seatbelt and take the ride of your life and listen for the spark. You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Most writers and radio show hosts know that to connect with your fans, you need to do more than just write books or record the latest podcasts. There are many different elements that go into forming an online platform, but there are also many hidden traps. To make matters worse, solid advice on how to survive the muddy waters is scarce. In the book Hidden Traps, I talk about some of the important issues of working with an online platform, highlighting traps that could put your physical or internet security at risk or be harmful to your reputation. Are your social media posts just links with a few disjointed words making you look like someone who can't complete a sentence? Did your new website cost you more than you anticipated? Are you leaking your personal contact details across the web without even knowing it? Then you need Hidden Traps. Hidden Traps is now available in paperback and ebook from a variety of retailers, including Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. Visit blackwolfpublications.com for more details.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-553-8687. That's 800-553-8687. Again, 800-553-8687.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly, because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank account, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-783-0810 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-783-0810. Again, that's 800-783-0810.
My son was in the Army back during Desert Storm, but even then he wanted an MBA. He looked at a dozen schools, but only one offered the online education and flexibility he needed while he was in a tent in Iraq. Grantham University. Turns out that Grantham's been delivering affordable, relevant college and advanced degrees for over 65 years. Heck, if they can deliver a quality education to a soldier in a tent overseas, think about the flexibility Grantham can offer you so you can earn your degree too. It doesn't matter how complicated or full your life is. If getting a degree is on your bucket list, you'll want to do what my son did. You'll want to call Grantham. Find out how easy it is to get started on your education so you can check that college degree off your bucket list. Call Grantham right now. 800-910-1370. That's 800-910-1370. Flexible, affordable, relevant. Call 800-910-1370.
Sometimes riders feel lost, unsure why a passage may not be working. It takes another set of eyes to help us nurture our writing to full maturity. At Black Wolf Editorial Services, we strive to enable writers to develop and grow, offering manuscript critiques and line edits through a mentoring editorial style. We also offer assistance on generating a writer's file for your websites. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For a full list of services, visit blackwolfeditorial.com.
Hey, here I am live at the Challenge 22 event in Winter Garden, downtown Winter Garden, and the Crooked Can Brewery and the American Legion sponsored it. And roving reporter Sergeant Dave with KLRNRadio is here live with Roger Lowe from kline.org. And he's going to tell a little bit of story about himself and what he does now. He's got a great service dog with him right now. His service dog's in training, so obviously he's a trainer. So, Roger, tell us a little about yourself. What branch? Where'd you serve? And just tell me a little about everything going on in your life right now.
Okay, I'm Roger Lowe with K9 Line. We're a veteran service dog company. We provide service dogs free of charge to disabled veterans. One of the things that makes us different from other organizations is we cover all veterans from all eras. We also provide service dogs for all disabilities, not just PTSD. We cover everything. And we can come to your home and train your own dog if you have your own dog. With the understanding if the dog doesn't work out, then we will provide you with another dog that will get along with that dog so that you have two. So with all this, we don't charge veterans a single penny. Everything is done off of charitable donations and our merchandise sales, selling T-shirts, hats at events like this.
Okay. So did you have a tent? Do you have a vent? Do you have a vendor tent right now you got going on right now? Great. I can't wait to see that. So tell me a little your history about the military. Where'd you serve and what branch?
When I got out of high school, I joined the Navy back in 1990. With my luck, it was 2 weeks before Iraq invaded Kuwait.
Oh, God.
So I'm a Desert Storm veteran. When I went to Afghanistan, I went over there as a civilian contractor, as a bomb dog handler, working under an Army contract for basically the Army working bomb dogs.
Yeah.
During that period in 2005 to 2008, all the military dog handlers were all over in Iraq, and all the bomb dog handlers in Afghanistan were all civilian contractors. Right. 7 of us got embedded with Special Forces units, and we went we went running and got them with them, sweeping routes for IEDs and stuff like that while on missions.
While you were a civilian,
Yes.
you weren't in a military capacity. You weren't under that command, but you were attached to them basically.
That's
yeah. So you were still in danger. You were imminent pay. Did you get all that imminent danger pay?
We were an Army contractor, so we didn't. I mean, we went over there. You're contracted at a certain rate, and so whether you're working a gate at Kandahar Airfield or you're out with a Special Forces unit, it's the same pay.
Oh goodness, right? Right. So hopefully you came back. You look healthy. You came back. You get some killer tattoos. You get some Scottish heritage in you, or
it's Irish, but that's
Irish. Okay.
That's actually Knights Templar.
Okay. Yeah. It looks good. It looks good. Okay. So now you're gonna go just kind of walk the dog a little bit. Gonna do some advertising. Obviously, that's a great way to advertise. Yeah. Dog looks great, healthy looking. And so, what's your next event? What's coming up next?
Right now we're going to be at the Turkey Rod Run, Daytona. So we'll be there for all 3 days. We're going to be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's running Sunday also, but we're going to need a break.
Right, you need a break somewhere in between there.
Yeah, and Sunday is usually the day everybody's backing up anyways.
Yes.
So we're going to be there.
All right, Roger Lowe from K9line.org. Pull up the website, donate. He's doing a great job with it. Doesn't charge the veterans not a dime. That's outstanding. So his sponsors anyone want to mention a sponsor or anything?
Well, right now we don't have any sponsors. We're looking for sponsors.
All right, looking for sponsors. You hear that out there, audience? Looking for sponsors. Roger Lowe. Pull up his site, www.k9line.org, and give him some business. If you know somebody, just get on the site. That's what you need to do. Go to the site. And we appreciate everything you do, Roger Lowe. Thank you for your service, man.
Thank you, sir.
You have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Well, it's getting 0:30 for the show, and I'm just about ready to go into rack ops mode. But before I relax, never one last promo. So go to Sergeant Dave Matthews at gmail.com. That is SGTDAVEMATTHEWS at gmail.com for suggestions for the show's content. Or if you know a good advocate like to come speak on the show, you can email me as well. Once again, Sergeant Dave Matthews at gmail.com. Remember, that's 2 T's in Matthews. Or you can go to my Facebook page and like the page at Remember the Fallen, all one word. Or you can also hit me on my Twitter handle at Heroic Memorials. Or if you're not into the Twitter bird chirping thing, you can go to my website at www.neverforgottenmemorials.org and mark your calendar every Thursday night on your phone at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at KLRNRadio.com. And you can also go to iHeartRadio.com, pull up search, go to podcast, and hit search again, and type in Remember the Fallen Show. You'll see all my archive shows there as well. Okay. Every Thursday night, that's in order until all the troops come home. All right, fall out. Pop Smoke out.